Welcome to This Explainer. If checking your bank account feels a bit like watching a horror movie through your fingers, trust me, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're building a grounded, highly practical roadmap for your financial foundation. And look, we're completely skipping those unrealistic get-rich-quick promises or the whole overnight millionaire hype. Instead, we're diving straight into the actual, proven habits that'll set you up for a lifetime of wealth, specifically targeting those crucial years before you hit 30. But hey, first, let's address the elephant in the room, feeling behind. That anxiety, feeling like everyone else somehow magically has it all figured out while you're just desperately treading water, that is a really heavy weight to carry. But here's the truth. Just realizing you want to change your financial trajectory is literally the biggest hurdle. The modern financial landscape is incredibly complex, right? Nobody is born knowing how to navigate this stuff perfectly. So deciding to actually learn the rules of the game, that's exactly where the momentum begins. Because there's this massive, life-altering gap between financial stress and financial freedom. Look, stress is that exhausting, all-consuming reality of living paycheck to paycheck, where just one unexpected bill feels like a total crisis that derails your entire month. Freedom, though? It's not really about buying a private jet or some private island. It's about building a bridge to confidence, having options, waking up with genuine peace of mind. And the habits we're diving into today? They are the exact tools you need to build that bridge. So here's the blueprint to get us there. We're going to step through 5 distinct phases today. 1, the financial reality check. 2, securing your baseline. 3, eliminating the debt anchor. 4, building your wealth engine. And finally, 5, putting wealth on autopilot. We're transitioning you from playing financial defense straight into playing offense. All right, phase 1, the financial reality check. It's time to face the facts today.
Moving right into phase 2, securing your baseline. This is where we take absolute control.
Which brings us to habit number 1, visualizing your budget. Now, when you actually track where every single dollar goes, the modern budget breakdown reveals some pretty harsh truths. The big 3, housing, food, and transportation, can literally squeeze out your savings entirely if you just let them run wild. It's so common to underestimate how much those small, casual daily purchases add up over a 30-day stretch. But by using an app to strictly track your expenses, it's honestly like turning on the lights in a dark room. You stop wondering where your money vanished to, and you start giving it direct, intentional orders. Now let's move to habit number 2, building your emergency fund. Think of this as your personal financial shock absorber. And listen, you absolutely do not need to save 6 months of expenses overnight. Seriously, that's just a recipe for instant burnout. Start small. A $1,000 starter fund is enough to cover a blown tire or a minor medical bill without totally derailing your life. From there, you graduate to 1 full month of essential expenses. And finally, you push toward that robust 3 to 6 month safety net. Mastering this habit fundamentally shifts your mindset, turning terrifying emergencies into, well, just mere inconveniences. Phase 3, eliminating the debt anchor. Let's stop the bleeding. Habit number 3, avoid high-interest credit card debt at absolutely all costs. Think about it, carrying average credit card debt at around 24% interest, that is a massive anchor dragging down your entire wealth journey. At 24%, the math is violently working against you. Every single dollar you pay in interest is literally a dollar stolen from your future self. It's a system practically designed to make credit card companies rich off your future earnings, keeping you stuck in this perpetual loop of playing catch-up. And man, the hidden cost of that debt is staggering when you really break it down. If you pay cash for an everyday item, boom, the transaction is over. But if you put that exact same item on a revolving card and pay it off slowly over, say, 5 years, the actual price you end up paying absolutely skyrockets. The item itself didn't change, right? It didn't bring you any extra joy, but your cash flow was hijacked for years to pay for it. Freeing yourself from this cycle is what finally allows your hard-earned money to work for you rather than against you.
Phase 4, building your wealth engine. Time to go on the offensive.
Habit number 4 is to start investing early because time is your ultimate multiplier. Thanks to the staggering math of compounding interest, a 25-year-old investing modest, consistent amounts will effortlessly outpace a 45-year-old who's desperately trying to catch up with massive contributions later on. Compounding kind of feels incredibly slow at first, but over decades, it absolutely explodes. Your money essentially starts working the night shift for you. Believe it or not, your biggest asset right now isn't your current paycheck. It's the time you have ahead of you. To really supercharge that investment engine, we hit habit number 5, learning high-income skills. This means proactively picking up a specialized in-demand ability like coding, advanced digital marketing, copywriting, or B2B sales, something that commands a uniquely high market value. You can only cut your budget so much before you hit bone, but your earning potential, there's absolutely no ceiling on that. By actively dedicating just a few hours a week to learning skills the modern market desperately needs, you drastically increase the raw capital you can generate. Because there's a massive fundamental difference between traditional saving and income scaling. Sure, skipping your morning coffee or negotiating your internet bill absolutely helps build essential discipline, but the end result is naturally limited. Growing your earning power through new, scalable skills, however, that's limitless. It accelerates your wealth creation exponentially and gives you premium fuel to pour straight into those compounding investment accounts we just talked about. Basically, you need the discipline of saving, but you gotta have the horsepower of scaling. Phase 5, putting wealth on autopilot. Let's systematize your growth. Habit number 6 is automation. Look, the ultimate goal of this entire system is to require zero daily willpower from you. Set up automatic transfers so that the exact second your paycheck hits your checking account, predetermined portions are immediately routed to your savings and investment accounts. Put your fixed utility bills on autopay. By making these moves invisible and automatic, you are literally paying your future self first, well before you ever have the psychological temptation or even the physical chance to spend that money on something else. And our final habit, habit number 7, gives all of this mechanical work a deeply personal purpose. Set clear financial goals and create a comprehensive, long-term plan. I mean, what are you actually building this wealth engine for? Is it to buy a house in your dream neighborhood, to fund a startup, or maybe to retire a decade early and travel the world? Defining exactly what your confident financial future looks like is the crucial compass that keeps you motivated to stick to the plan when the initial excitement eventually wears off. There's this old, profound saying, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, the second best time is now. No matter where your bank balance sits today, and no matter how many mistakes you feel like you've made in the past, the path to long-term wealth begins the exact moment you decide to take control. Please don't let yesterday's financial regret stall tomorrow's compounding growth. You hold the pen for this next chapter. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one pivotal question. What is the single financial habit you're going to change today? Look, don't try to tackle all 7 of these at once. That only leads to paralysis. Just pick one. Download a budgeting app tonight, open that starter emergency fund with $50, or log into your bank and automate a $20 transfer to your investments. Just take that very first step right now. Because honestly, if not today, then when?